the current leadership of the party that decided to set up this
taking all the optics from what you are doing.
I was here at the fan, at the back of the fan too. Is it blocking? The fan. I was at the back of the fan. The fan.
Listen to Professor Gwe.
I was standing here long time. He said it's blocking.
Also listen to the minority leader in parliament. Afenyo.
Hello.
Beautiful statement. But I do not want us to delude ourselves. For humanity, that's our main strength, humanity of our tradition. How come we have been reduced to the current situation? A situation we all regret or must regret. How come? This thing didn't happen just like that. If we take care to look at the electoral history from 2016, 2020, 2024, and if we are sincere with ourselves, we know that the electorate of Ghana has matured. Nobody can deceive it. I assure you, I believe this electorate, the Ghanaian electorate, I'm not talking about party electorate, has not rejected the value systems of our tradition. Who doesn't want respect for human rights? Who wouldn't want an economy that is generating wealth to benefit the entire population inclusively? Who would not support equality of opportunity for all the children of Ghana? All the children, from kindergarten through junior high, senior high to the universities. Ghana would support this. Who would want to live under a dictatorship that would grab people and put in detention 5 years without trial? Ghana does not support that. 2016, the nation very liberally gave us power, huge majorities. But just 4 years later, let's be critical with ourselves. What was the outcome of the 2020 election? And then just another 4 years, what was the outcome of the 2024 election? I believe we must be stopped in our tracks to tell the truth to ourselves. I believe such self-critical analysis will be the first step to our regaining power. And it's possible for even 2028. Professor Kwe, in telling us, narrating the history, talked of how Professor Bawumia at this time was just one-man opposition to the very powerful, highly organized our first Prime Minister, first President, Kwame Nkrumah's party in Parliament. Then they started off as Legislative Assembly. Just one man. It was his performance, one man against the heavy odds, recognizing the sovereignty of the human individual. Okay. And from which accountable governance, when the people give you their mandate by voting, they give the elected their power to go and govern. So if I give you my power to go and govern, then you must be accountable to me. That was what Dankwa and Bawumia taught. This was what pleased the then leadership of the North. Chief Dombo, Chief Agyapong, Commander, Jato Kaleo, Abba Ifakabo. Fortunately, as I sit here, I worked with all these men. I was in my 20s when I joined them. The only one I didn't have the benefit, privilege to work with was David Amba himself. Because I came back to Ghana as a young lawyer, 1965 January. The very next month, February 65, Dr. Amba died in prison, detention prison. I had prison detention in Salon, apparently died on the floor. He hadn't been accused, he hadn't been found guilty, but the man persisted till his dying breath that it was humanity he would support. That's why he taught democracy. It's a matter. He died a matter. Bawumia continued in that. I worked with Bawumia because when NPP came to power in 1969, I was 30 years old. These days, young people, I see so many of you here. You complain, this party doesn't give you. No, you must strike out, go in and contest. Don't expect anybody to give you anything on the silver platter. I was 30, I contested to come to parliament. My constituency gave it to me, and when I came to parliament, Professor Bawumia, the teacher that he was, so perhaps he saw something in this political point. He said, you, this is the deputy foreign minister of Ghana at the age of 30. I'm addressing you, the youth, because we are talking about your future in this thing. 2 years, 3 months of what I believe was a very good governance, because it inherited so many problems, and the government was trying to find solutions. Sometimes bitter solutions, but they were genuine solutions. The soldiers under Agyapong came to remove us, and I was put in Agyapong in Nigeria for 1 year, 3 months, not being accused. I'm telling you, so the youth, when you complain these days, you must know it happened before, long before you were born. You must help yourself. You are the majority now. I'm happy to tell you, I was also, we lost power from deniers we learned from Kufuor. Why? Because along the way, we found that even as we all subscribe to democracy, we tended to be too individualistic. Egos were so big. Everybody will go and look into his mirror and think that is perhaps superior or better than the next man. See, a party must be united. We must be reconciled. But if we go in with swollen egos, and this, I'm entitled, it's my turn. If you say that yourself, the next man will also say that himself, or the next woman. So why do we get the unity? And without the unity, how can you call yourself a party? Democracy is one man, one vote. Most of you lawyers, doctors, engineers, professionals, these days we are all becoming Europeans. And monogamy. You and your wife will live in a fine bungalow, perhaps with just a child or two. The laborer outside there at your gate may have 2, 3 wives, perhaps 10 children. When it's time to go and vote, and you haven't won the support, the trust of the, who will win? There's common sense. Please, it's a very sad situation we are in now. And this is why I told him I was invited to come and launch. I launched it. The fiscal launch perhaps will be performed by another. But I'm using this occasion to tell the truth as I see it to all of us. This disease of high individualism, me-tooism, was what led to our losing 79 elections. We must tell the truth to ourselves. We lost 79 when you consider the ballots. First round President Liman, and Liman was a good man. I had the opportunity to work with him in the 69-72 government. I was deputy foreign minister and he was a foreign officer. I met him, good man, but he wasn't a practicing politician. He was a professional civil servant. He became, if you like, president by chance. 79, his party, NPP, was looking for a candidate. Their choice was Mr. Igala, but Igala had been disqualified by a commission of inquiry. So he turned around and picked this young man, well-educated, Dr. Liman. Just like that, and PNP accepted Liman. So, into the election, nobody knew Liman much around the country. But because that party was so united, and PNP, united like a fish in a glass, and us, the PFP, UNC, we have split ourselves, believing that we were so good, the people of Ghana would see our witness and give it. We were not organized. Rather, we were tearing at each other, destroying each other, telling all sorts of things about each other, assuming Ghanaians were not listening or watching. So when we had the votes that year, to our surprise, the man came first, got 600 and something. Because the PFP candidate got 500 and something. UNC Power got 300. Suppose we hadn't split ourselves, 500 by 300 and something, we would have won one church. But once the man got the lead into the second round, again, the way we hate ourselves, before we knew most of our people in UNC had gone to support the man, even against our candidate. That's how we lost it. I tell you, because we did that, we disappointed our country Ghana so much. That was how many rest in peace brothers managed to succeed with our country and came to stay from Ghana for 19 long years. Traumatizing the country. So sometimes when people are blaming our traditional party, and not so much the traditional, the personalities in our party, we intend to become self-centered. I told you, Bawumia was a very lone member of the then parliament in the 1950s. The Northern People's Party came to that house. Bawumia was there before then, NPP came. And the NPP came in 1954. But Bawumia had been there from legislative council to legislative assembly. But legislative was a lone member against the very powerful machinery, highly organized machinery of CP. But the way he performed and the principles he upheld, I believe those were the things that made the Northern People's Party enter Parliament and Assembly. Decide, look, you are alone, but be our leader. I hope you are getting the point. Yes. So at this point, I want to ask you, what's the party for? What is the central purpose of party? Yeah? Win power. To win power. That's I would say the only purpose. If you are a party and you are not winning, once I said, people thought I was being too simplistic. I said, you might be better off being a messenger in a winning party than the general secretary that has no party. The purpose of party is to win power. They don't seem to want to learn. Please. We happen to be living in China. See, when I went to Parliament in 1969, the population of Ghana was just 10 million people. 10 the whole Ghana. 10 million. As we speak now, population has gone to almost 40 million, enjoyed by the evening war. Full of youngsters who may not know anything of tradition. We are talking democracy, We are talking rule of law, accountable governance. We are talking private sector. Because we believe in wealth creation. Not because we are greedy, no. Without wealth, we have the finance ideas, we can't implement the ideas. That's why we respect the private sector. We want to encourage the private sector to come into its own. If we are going to come to the next legislature, what's wrong with it? That's how the world moves. We believe in this. But then, with all these ideas, but what is the organization? See, to organize in the current time, you must strategize. Your opponents, I remember they built a headquarters and said they were opening a school. They come from a tradition of organization. The first president of Ghana told his followers, organization besides all. Organization. Building people like soldiers, military. So they take organization very seriously. They may not have a good message, but if they are united and they have got propaganda, they've got propaganda. They will make falsehood seem truth. You may have all the ideas, but you are not organized. Everybody is false. All the good things we've done in the service of our country, we are not even able to tell people, advocate and propagate and espouse. We did this and this and because not to boast, but these days, because of the pressures of life, people don't have long attention span. So if you are not making your points, digital time, sharp for people to get their imagination, they think you don't have to listen. A country like ours, we don't have seriously central think tank. A think tank should work so objectively that even hard truth will be told to itself. It might not be palatable, but if the truth, know it. Because it's only when you know it you can begin to solve the problem. We don't have, with all our intelligence and high qualifications, we seem to be afraid of critical analysis. We don't want to face the real truth. You see, the other thing with us, we may be brothers or friends. I think I get the feeling that you've taken me for a ride, you cheated me. I tell you, next time around you call me and may not come. This is another thing we must admit. We are democratic, we are both common humanity. So, a democracy really doesn't go in for tribe or religion or gender. It's the individual. One man, one vote. And if we want power, we want to present a person who would be complacent to the reality of the electorate. Can this man we are presenting have some problems for the community at large, so the benefit spreads across the board for all? If you look at that this way, we tell the thing to ourselves. We may see that the way we've been brushed by our opponents for way back, oh, you are a tribal party. Oh, this is we are including even religion. You do that, and it comes from our mouths, then I tell you, we are not mitigating.
Thank you.
What we should be doing to get out of the, we are in a rut, a deep God, if we've been put in there, if we do not change our minds and do not think critically, and then seek solutions through hard thinking, I'm telling you, that would, look, we wouldn't be the first party that went out of operation. I can't mention it, but a party that used to be like the only party around. Where is it now? Where is it now? We want to go that way. Then please let me self-critical. Let me self-critical. And when we face the hard facts, and we have started and taking into account the positives and negatives, knowing ourselves, and then knowing our opponents, and then knowing the terrain, the people, the general people of Ghana. Not taking them for granted, because as I said, the electoral history is a joke. And the electorate that can change this vote within 4 years, like the experience from 2016 to 2020, and then from 2020 to 2020, knows what it's about. Most of the electorate now, they are on campus, university campus. Places that will be our readouts, our citadels, Legon. How did we fare in Legon last election? Even with our own children there. Please, so we have serious homework. The ancient wise people, they said, make haste slowly. Make haste slowly. Don't rush, don't stampede, thinking that is the way to fight to lose. No, we are dealing with all due respect.
Thank you.
Very wisely. And then, as I said, you may be my brother if I feel you they will me or trick me to get to some point. And then we get there and turn around and go come and support me. I may bow, oh yeah, but seriously I may deceive. I may not come. Fair play should be the order of the day with us. We are democratic, we believe in justice. Our motto is freedom, development in freedom. And we want to feel like everybody is getting counsel. So please, let's go back to the drawing board. Look at ourselves critically. Look at our opponents. Look at Ghana in general. Because the whole idea, you get a party to ask for power from Ghana, the people of Ghana. The problem is when you serve Ghana, if you forfeit the trust, you forfeit the trust, the people will show you. People talk monetization. Monetization, everybody is angry. There's so much unemployment. We tend to know people. Today you get to some position and then you manage to get some money. When you come to vote, you want to come and give the money. Oh, come take and go and vote for me. Well, because I'm angry, I mean it. But in my mind, I think I used to know. We used to share or buy a photo or something together. Now he is coming to buy me to go there so he will continue to enjoy it. And me, I don't even have access to it. So they'll chop your money, then they go and vote again. Then you turn around and blame them. You must blame yourself. When it happens like that, we must blame ourselves. Because the people as far as they are, they want politics service. Our principles are there, high principles. High principle. And I believe when we are talking party, we must know is the principles we subscribe to, not the person who just on a temporary basis has been given the vote. Yeah, that's why it's power democracy. But the party is not Danko. The party is not Bawumia. Kufuor got the chance. Kufuor is not the party, not the Kufuor, not any one man. It's the principle, the underlying principle.
Thank you, Daddy. That is all.
And if we all be true to the principle, then I tell you, our party is the party of now and the future. Ghana will continue to support. But we must be true to the principle. So when this is the year came to see me, inviting me to come. First I said, oh, you old man, you people don't do police your time. I thought that people said, I have some of that people. Now rush here to give you my piece of mind. That's beautiful.
Thank you, Daddy.
Please, the institute is a very strategic. If we use it right, we can abuse it. But if we are going to be true to ourselves, this must be the institute where we enshrine the ageless principles that we believe constitutes our tradition. Democracy, rule of law, freedom of thought and expression and association and of choice, private sector. When that one talked of property owning, that one was a poor man. I don't believe he was everything, but he saw the necessity to create cross-prosperity so the young to well served. You want to do free education, you must have from the country. You want to do national health insurance, you must have from. The employment must be there to give up to the young people. That's what they know. These are our principles. Like I say, I don't think any normal human being will be against this one. This is our time. So please come people. I hear within the next 10 years, you might constitute about 60% of Ghana's population. Means the power is with you. Don't want free jobs. There's nothing like free jobs. Resolve to work. But work. Trusting in yourself, in your self-respect. Let your brain, when you have got plenty of it, work. Try to tell right from wrong. Try to see the feasible, the person that will come and talk feasibility and show you, work with him. Whether he's your brother or tribesman or church person or whatever it is. See, work for solutions. But what is it? Solution. Our party has suffered a lot because our opponents, with their powerful organization and propaganda, have succeeded in making many parts of Ghana think our party is tribally based. Are you getting me?
Yes.
They've got people to think. You talk our party or tradition. Oh, these are kind or something. No, it's not that. It's not true. But have we thought of this challenge? What are the solutions to this activity? And for as long as the perception persists, for so long, if we are not careful, we may be put out of the arena electorally. So please, let's be objective with ourselves. Let's talk principles. Let's look at Rota, who was General Secretary in the 90s, became chairman in the 90s. One statement he made, and I never forget. He said that we are in a party does not mean we are friends. That we are in a party doesn't mean we are friends. What it means is that we share the vision that this machinery party is the vehicle we need to get power. Earlier you told me that the sole purpose of party is to win power. We want to win power, then let's close fast. Not as friends, but as people sharing the vision of putting together, win power. See, analogy is, you go to your bank station, you call the bus, VIP. You are going to Kumasi. You buy your ticket, they see you. The next thing you know, they brought another person to say bye. The journey might last 4 or 5 hours. If you don't like the face of the person, then you may not even look at him or her. For the 4 or 5 hours. But at the back of your mind, you are praying that the bus will take you to your destination. The other person may also not like you, but he or she too will be praying that you get there safely. That's the fact. We want power. Let's close right. Reconciliation, unity.
Thank you, Daddy.
If we are not learning to reconcile, and if we are also not learning that Ghana is awake and getting more and more critical. More and more critical. Especially of the politicians. Grassroots. We must not take that. Another quote and then I will thank you. Declare from here that I appoint African, Dr. African, who used to be the electoral commission. It was he who said the elections are won at the polling station. I gave you the analogy. I live in my fine bungalow. My children, they are all going to gone. When it comes to voting, perhaps to tell my vote, I can get that. But the man at the gate, the watchman, has 2, 3 wives, not 10 children. If I do not secure class and understanding to support me, do you think I can win that election? So grassroots. Let everybody feel counted. It's all about power. Power, if you don't have power, you are dead. That's what it is. So you must know the need of power. You must learn how to get everybody in the community to appreciate that they are capable when entrusted with power. Use it to serve the general public. Make life better and happier for all as humans. This is what the interview should be about. Try and bless and I use this to learn. God bless all of you.